which business do you want to acquire, which industry you wish to get into Canada, what are your job aspirations, and if it is an immigration case, then which program are you looking towards. My name is Sajjad Malik. I'm a business and immigration lawyer, a barrister and solicitor in Ontario, Canada. The purpose of today's video is to explain 7 steps involved in the acquisition or purchase of a new business. This video is for the people who are already in Canada. They are Canadians, permanent residents, and they wish to acquire a business in Canada, or for the foreign nationals who are currently residing abroad and they are contemplating buying a business in Canada based on which they could come to Canada temporarily or immigrate to Canada. The first and foremost step is to contact a Canadian business lawyer. If you are a foreign national and also intending to immigrate, then contact a Canadian business immigration lawyer. Now, these transactions are extremely sophisticated transactions, and there's a huge element of risk involved that you don't want to buy a business which has some kind of a problem or litigation involved in it. All the transaction, the money has also to be moved to the trust account of a lawyer, since you cannot rely to pay that money directly to a seller. The lawyer would explain the process with you, complete process, including your solicitor client privilege, confidentiality, due diligence, and how this transaction would be executed. Step number 2 is, if you are not already in touch with a business broker, ask your lawyer to connect you to one of the ethical and competent licensed brokers in Canada who can help you in identifying the right business. Step number 3 is selection of a business. Now, which business do you want to acquire would depend largely on your background. What kind of business experience you already have, which province or city you are inclined to establish your business, what is your total net worth and the amount of investment you wish to make in that particular business, what are your job aspirations, and if it is an immigration case, then which program are you looking towards. So depending on all those factors, you will select a business in close liaison with your lawyer, the business lawyer, as well as your business broker. Step number 4 is the determination whether you are buying the assets of that business or you're buying shares of that business. So in Canada, the businesses are generally held in corporations. The owner of a business owns certain percentage or 100% or majority shares of those corporations, and then all the assets of corporations are held under that corporation. Now you have to determine, in consultation with your lawyer, which is the best model for them. There are certain pros and cons of both the categories, both the transactions. One, the purchase of complete shares of corporation, and second, the complete buying of assets, selected assets or all assets of that corporation. Now, in consultation with your lawyer, you find out what is the best model in your case, whether you wish to acquire full assets of the corporation or you want to buy the corporation itself or 100% shareholding of that corporation. Now, step number 5 is the offer of purchase or purchase sale agreement with that seller. In this step, your lawyer, in consultation with your broker, would create an offer to purchase that business, and that offer would be formally conveyed to the seller of your business. That offer is a formal legal document which will explain or which will ink all different conditions of purchase of that business, which includes identification of that business, what assets or shares would be involved in this transaction, what will be the timeline, how much money are you going to pay, what is the deposit structure initially, what are different conditions which the seller must have met before you would close that business or before you would complete the transaction, what are your responsibilities, and so on. So once the offer is created, the offer is accepted, the purchase sale agreement is executed. In that purchase sale agreement, it is also agreed that in how many days would you pay the money and the business would hand over all the assets or business to you. So you complete this offer of buying a business and purchase sale agreement, and then comes the part where your lawyer is doing due diligence. This is step number 6, and it involves due diligence by the lawyer. You want to make sure that the business you are purchasing is free from all encumbrances. In Canada, most of the businesses, there is an equity element and there's a debt element. For example, a business worth $300,000, an owner may pay $100,000 equity and the bank might be financing $200,000. Now here, you want to make sure that before you have purchase the business or close the business, this transaction, then all the debts owing to that business are paid off to the institution. So your lawyer would make sure that there is no liability when you are buying that business. The lawyer will make sure that there is no tax liability on that business. Your lawyer will make sure that there is no litigation going on in that business, and there are a host of other things which the lawyer would do and to complete the due diligence. So once due diligence is completed and your lawyer satisfies you and communicates to you that yes, the business is clear, we are set to go, then we move on to the stage number 7, which is closing. Closing means that you pass on the money to the seller. The seller passes on the title of the property to you and hand over the possession of that business to you. In this transaction, your lawyer is involved, who is the lawyer for the buyer or purchaser, and there's a lawyer on the other side who is the lawyer for the vendor or the seller. Both the lawyers, they would have completed their part of documentation, and they once on that particular closing date, they also agree on when to pass on the money and when to exchange the document. So most likely a day before or on that particular day, both the lawyers, they execute documents. A few of them would require your signatures as well. If you're offshore, we could still do it through the scanned signatures, electronic execution of those documents. And once both the lawyers have completed documents, the documents are exchanged on the closing date, and the title of the property is passed on to you. The money which is lying with your lawyer's trust account is now passed on to the seller's lawyer, and this closes the transaction. So these 7 steps are 7 general steps involved in this, but these transactions are highly sophisticated and complicated. So you need assistance of a lawyer from day one, a business lawyer. And if there's an immigration involved in it as well, and you're a foreign national, then either you should go to another immigration lawyer or you could go to a lawyer who practices both business and immigration law. If you have any questions, we would be very happy to assist you in this process. Thank you very much, and my contact details are displayed at the end of this video.